the Yamaha XTZ 250 Lander series has been a quietly capable trail and street machine in certain markets for several years. With the 2026 Lander X ADV iteration, Yamaha appears to ramp up that formula, giving riders a more adventure-ready package with styling and hardware to match. While global launch details remain somewhat fluid, what we do know indicates that this machine bridges the gap between city commuting and dirt trail excursions. Let's dive into what makes this bike tick, what's new, and whether it's a smart choice for riders seeking versatility. Designed and styling visually, the 2026 Lander X ADV presents a rugged, purposeful look. It carries the hallmark tall front beak, mudguard, typical of dual sport bikes, a high-mounted exhaust for better ground clearance, and spoked wheels, 20 wide at front, 18 rear in many markets, that underscore its off-road DNA. The lighting is fully modern, LED headlight, LED DRL strips, and a compact minimalist fairing for wind protection on longer road runs. Ergonomically, the bike features a tall seat, reports indicate around 875 mm in one market, which lends advantage off-road but may be a consideration. For shorter riders, fuel tank capacity is around 13.5 litres in certain model spec sheets, balancing weight with adequate range for both urban and trail work. In short, the design cues are thoroughly adventure-oriented, while still practical for highway or city use. Engine and performance under the skin, the engine remains a single-cylinder, air, oil-cooled 249. A unit similar to that found in the Yamaha FZ25 in some territories. Output. Figures from recent spec sheets show approximately 20.4 horsepower and 20.5 Nm of torque. Transmission comes via a 5-speed gearbox, simple, reliable, and well-suited to dual sport duties. What this means in practice: this bike isn't about high-speed performance or racetrack thrills, it's about manageable power, torque where you need it, especially off-road or in rugged conditions, and a platform that prioritizes versatility over outright speed. For everyday commuting, weekend trail rides, or adventure errands, this engine setup provides a solid backbone, on-road and off-road capability. This is where the ADV badge really makes sense. The Lander X ADV is built to go both ways. Comfortable on asphalt, capable on dirt, on-road. With its upright ergonomics, tall stance, and dual sport tires, the bike offers good visibility and control in urban traffic. The fuel tank and relaxed gearing help for longer rides without fatigue. Off-road, the 21's front wheel and 18's rear, high front fender, long travel suspension, and high ground clearance all point to trail readiness. Some reports cite approx. 230 mm plus ground clearance, however. One trade-off is the tall seat height, 875 mm in one market, which may require riders to consider footplant capability when stopped. In short, if you want one bike for city and light adventure, this machine ticks many boxes, but heavy off-road, deep ruts, or extreme enduro use may still favor more dedicated machines. Features and technology. While the mechanical basics remain familiar, the 2026 version introduces modern touches. For example, a full LCD instrument cluster, smartphone connectivity in some markets via Yamaha's Y-Connect or similar, V12V charging port for accessories, safety brake. In markets like Brazil, Asia, the model includes front disc brake, rear disc, and ABS, at least for the front wheel, in certain variants. These features lift the bike into contemporary territory, offering convenience and modern standards rather than just a stripped-down dual-sport vibe. Ergonomics and practicality. When you saddle up, you'll notice the tall posture and wide, comfortable handlebars that support both seated and standing riding positions, a major plus for mixed terrain. The long travel front suspension, upright rake and agile chassis make it well suited for everyday use, while the tall seat and slim tank help when shifting weight off-road. For a passenger, the single-piece seat rises gently at the rear, comfortable enough for shorter rides, though tall frame height might limit longer two-up touring comfort. Luggage mounting options. The clean lines and dual sport frame lend themselves to panniers or top boxes if you plan longer touring or overlanding trips. Fuel range. With a tank around 13.5 litres and a moderate engine, you can expect decent, real-world range, though actual mileage will vary with terrain. Market and launch context at the time of writing. Yamaha displayed the Lander XTZ 250 at the Bharat Mobility Global Expo 2025 for the Indian market, though a full launch was yet to be confirmed. Globally, the model has been in key markets such as Brazil, with a Lander Connected 2025 variant showing updates. For Pakistan riders, while the machine has not been widely introduced, at least via local media, the engine architecture, shared with the FC25, suggests Yamaha already has relevant local know-how. Pricing, internationally competitive in its class, though exact cost will vary greatly by region due to duties, imports, and localization. For example, in Vietnam, the 2025 variant is discussed as being affordable for Sport ADV standards. In short, if Yamaha chooses to bring this machine into more markets, including Pakistan, it would fill a useful niche between commuter bikes and full-blown big adventure machines. Strengths and weaknesses. Strengths: versatile engine and chassis setup optimized for dual-purpose use rather than extremes. Genuine off-road capable hardware, 21/18 wheels, tall seat, beak fender, upswept exhaust. Modern features, LED lighting, LCD cluster, connectivity options, enhanced usability. Yamaha reliability heritage. Riders of older Lander XTZ models report strong durability. Lander. Confiabilidade e durabilidade desse motor é a marca consagrada da moto. Weaknesses. Tall seat height may challenge shorter riders. Footplant might be limited. Output, 20 HP range, is moderate. Sufficient for many uses but modest when compared to bigger 300-400 cc ADV machines. If launched in a region as an imported or higher spec model, cost could be elevated, making value less strong. Heavy off-road excursions, extreme trails, may still push this bike beyond its optimal envelope. It's more adventure-light than hardcore enduro. Is it a good fit for you? If you are a rider in Pakistan or a nearby region looking for a motorcycle that can handle the daily commute, weekend highways, and occasional dirt roads or backcountry gravel tracks, this bike could be a strong contender. You'll especially appreciate it if you ride mixed terrain and value flexibility over outright high speed. You like upright ergonomics for comfort and visibility. You prefer simplicity and reliability rather than ultra-complex electronics or expensive maintenance. You might reconsider or look around if you are shorter in stature and need a lower seat height. You expect frequent high-speed touring or two-up long-haul with heavy luggage and want bigger displacement. You require extensively rugged off-road capability, rock crawling, deep mud, etc., where a specialized enduro might serve better. Final thoughts: the 2026 Yamaha XTZ 250 Lander X ADV stands out as a well-balanced adventure machine. It hits the sweet spot between commuter usability and off-road readiness. It carries the heritage of the Lander XTZ family, updated with contemporary styling and features to meet modern expectations. Given its moderate engine size, riders should view it not as the most powerful player in the adventure segment, but as a very smart, efficient, and capable choice for real-world adventure riding. If Yamaha brings it to more regions, including Pakistan, with competitive pricing, it could fill a gap many riders have been waiting for. In short, for riders seeking one bike to cover many roles, city, highway, trail, the 2026 Lander X ADV earns serious consideration. Thanks for tuning in to Bike Future. If you liked this overview and want deeper dives on spec sheets, real-world ride reviews, or regional launch updates, stay subscribed and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next video. Ride safe, explore often,